Hi, Cindy. Thank you for joining me. I'm really excited for our webinar on Sunday about summer programs since you created a really cool summer program resource on your website. I'm really excited for that webinar and thank you for today just kind of like introducing me to your cool program and to my audience because my families are thinking about summer programs right now.
Oh, thank you
Um,
for having me, Robert. I'm very happy to be here.
of course. This is so fun. I've been using your program resource for a while to recommend programs to my families. Can you tell me a little bit about the story behind it? Why did you create this resource?
So, back in a few years ago, when I didn't have it yet, I would resource summer programs from other independent educational consultants or counselors like you and say, okay, we would all aggregate. You and I were on some of those meetings where we'd all start throwing in what's the best one for the best, you recommend. What do you recommend for business, engineering, arts, etc.? And it just got to a point where my aggregated list was getting so long and unwieldy. And I would have to scroll down that list when I would have a family in mind and like, okay, going through it seemed like getting to a few thousand. So I thought, there are some people out there who have provided some pretty useful resources on their websites, counselors such as us who maybe do financial aid or, you know, who considers demonstrated interest type of things. Well, I thought, why can't I put out a summer resource and just make it available to anyone? So I worked with my team and we just went through and vetted every single program, decided which ones were worthy of putting up on the website, and then categorized them to streamline and simplify what's out there.
What about your program I mean, what was your main goal? Like, what was something that you really wanted to set your program apart from, sorry, your resource apart from the other summer program resources?
I think simplification, clarity, and breaking it down into clean offerings. So what I've done on my website, do you want me to share my screen? It'd probably be helpful.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
great idea.
Okay. So here's my website. And then it's under resources and it's summer enrichment. So what I thought made sense to me was separating them out in categories because you'll have your students who want an engineering or a science program, math, computer coding, health, etc., business. There are a lot that are multidisciplinary and they're just on a university campus and they're for students who want to just experience what it's like to live in a dorm and go to class. Some want to do community service, maybe, in another country. So this was for me a way to clean up all those lists and make it not overwhelming.
And that's the thing I noticed on your resource more than anything else. It was just there was no overwhelm, and I was quickly able to see programs that I recognized in that way that I didn't have to do that much work to know that I trusted them and that they're awesome. But also see some new ones that I hadn't seen before, and then um, again, knowing that you had vetted them made it uh, really helpful. Do you want to click into a few of these and just show what it might look like
Sure,
or on
sure.
one of them?
So like a big one that I'm sure you do. We have a lot of students who are interested in going into something health related, whether it's
Yes.
pre-med or nursing. So here's the pre-med program. Now, there are a lot, but you can quickly see by the way we titled them, this is a UC program. This is going to be Drexel's campus. It may not be called Drexel University Medicine Summer. It'll probably just be, summer institutes, but we'll put the name of the university when we can, so you know where it is right away, because I definitely have students who want to stay. I'm over here like you on the West Coast. So they may say, I don't want to go all the way to Georgetown. They'll see that right away, or they'll see UC summer program. So they know they're going to be at one of the UC campuses. So we definitely put in the school to help make it simple. Seattle, Stanford are I really like the Stanford programs. A lot of people, and and we can talk about this in a minute, believe that if they see a college name, that the college is sponsoring it and that they'll get some kind of credit. And I want to make sure, and I know you know, that's not the case all the time. But one of the favorites that is sponsored by UC Irvine are these UC Irvine summer programs for health. They are great. I do promote those with my families quite a bit. So that's a good one. Now you can see, for example, with Cosmos here, Cosmos isn't just healthcare. You can see math and science. So if I were to go to engineering and science, you'll see Cosmos again. So I put them on multiple tiles if they were appropriate to that. I also like a lot of these engineering programs. That was a deep dive. I do help a lot of engineering interested students. So this was a long studied list, but I know it takes a while, but hopefully by just looking at the name, you can see, oh, would I even want to go to Texas A&M or Syracuse? Maybe I want to stay nearby and go to San Diego, depending on where your family lives.
Yes. Is
You
there
see some favorites in there?
um, well, I see some of my favorites, and I can hear the ones that you love, but we share that. Have you had a student attend Epic before?
Yes. My own son did Epic too. It was great.
Oh,
Because
wow.
he's now going to get his PhD in physics and he got to start at Epic. Yep. Yep.
They should use your testimonial. That's amazing.
I know, right? It really helped him understand because he was thinking he wanted aerospace. He did their program and realized he was more of a mechanical engineering kid. And then in terms of mechanical engineering, physics made a lot of sense. And now he's off and running, going to Princeton in physics. And so thank you, Cal Poly, for your start. Yeah, little free plug for you. Another one I love is Blue Stamp. Have you ever done that one?
Oh, no, tell me more.
So I love Blue Stamp because they are up, well, they now have multiple campuses, but a lot of my students do the one in the Bay Area. What I love about them is they have in-person and online options, and it's really mentoring. I even click on it here for you. It's mentoring by a grad student in engineering, and the student picks a project and they do it. So it's kind of a crossover between a passion project. The student chooses, and they have multiple, it's hands-on technology, and they build it. They build it out. They have a kind of a makerspace on a high school campus, and the students build their own project either there or they do it at home and they get sent the kit. And they start out simple and they do kind of a Arduino little code project, and then they go big, but they select their own and they have to come up with it. So I love that it's authentic, it's hands-on, it's passion project, it's not expensive. It's, yes, selective, but not ridiculously so, because sometimes these programs are multiple thousands of dollars and you just want to say to the student, I know it seems legit because it's more, but that's not necessarily the case.
It actually seems to go the other way, doesn't it?
A little bit, right?
Yeah.
It's more authentic if you're not shelling out a lot of money to let someone else make it happen for you.
Exactly. Um, so I know that we're going to dive into this and more in our webinar on Sunday, but for now, how cool that that my families are getting to see this amazing resource shared by you, the creator. So thank you, Cindy, for introducing us to the summer program resource on your website, which is cindymccormickcollegeadvising.com. Thank you for joining me, Cindy, and I'm excited for Sunday.
I'm so excited, and I'll be there.
Amazing. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye, Cindy.